Alright, I think 5. Well, I
Probably poorly.
Probably, yeah, I would guess poorly, almost
think it's
certainly.
gonna be
It's pretty
ev-
cool.
every time when I start a stream, Abs always has an notification microphone, but has no. I don't. That's
There's sound
because
on the YouTube video, so
okay, because the other sliders and stuff that kind of display input stuff indicate that that's not.
yeah,
um.
okay.
Oh, but okay, so yeah, we're
Eric,
back to
do you
talk
have a
about
better,
that, Greg.
or I was going to ask, Eric, do you have a better internet connection at your apartment or your house rather?
Probably now. At the time when we started streaming, no.
Because I mean, maybe you should try getting a capture card.
I could, but like we don't even do that
Yeah,
anymore. Like
Uh,
I could probably host the streams and just talk, and if at some
yeah.
point there is a capture card thing that,
But our blog or our podcast episode at the end keeps saying we stream on Twitch every week.
damn it. So I should probably record the new thing. Fuck.
Or we go back.
I mean, we're
But then we
trying.
YouTube's probably
We're trying to
better.
do it.
Yeah, we're trying to get back into.
But I kind of feel that if we do this, we're not going back to Twitch, which admittedly, even our blog has a link to our Twitch thing. So, well, I don't know. We just have to try to get back to any sort of regularity. But YouTube, I find, is better because there's like some permanent recording of the material, and we already have some other great content there.
Yeah,
Um, I think
we do.
my internet connection where I am is pretty good. I think it's just I'm too far away from
Oh,
router and stuff, and like I've tried to use extenders and other stuff like that, and they just don't. They don't do
don't work
the job of
well. Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
So it's just how things set up here. It's not really ideal, and there's not an easy way for me to change.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, we could, Eric, you could try to host some of the streams, chatting, which we tend to do most of the time. um,
Yeah, I admittedly don't feel like sticking with Streamlabs or whatever it is we use now, or I mean, I figured it out once, but like, but yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Maybe depending on how this goes, if we get back into it more, we could, but I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to stay motivated when Games Workshop is seemingly actively trying to destroy its credibility every day.
that's only just stuff there. That's not. Yeah. Also, related to Games Workshop and like the new edition of Warhammer 40,000, I think maybe it's very soon. Probably being
Possibly
yeah,
this
no,
week or next week.
yeah, because
Sometimes those bigger releases, it ends up being like they have a 2 week pre-order window or something, so maybe that could be, but
I sort of feel
regardless,
it
it's certainly soon.
went up for not this past weekend, but the weekend.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Um,
That's yeah.
I don't know how quickly after the game itself, if they're going to book and stuff like that, because I'm at least passively interested in seeing that. But
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing it, but like, can you even imagine trying to play the game?
Yeah, I can. I tried that. Like,
I guess
I
you did.
couldn't.
I can. I can't even imagine doing it anymore.
I feel I could. I feel I could imagine again. Have to be in a very like controlled environment where exceedingly game. Um, because at least the
Yeah.
past few editions, it is slightly, but I doubt it. Like a 2000, and
That's not very at all.
no, there's just too have to have for it to. But yeah, I'd be in actual the box game other edition doesn't even come with a hardbound rule. It comes with like, in some regards fine. But I almost feel for a lot of the editions of the game, one of the things that were cool about them were was how they presented the universe that and trying to look seeing new art depicting and
I feel like that was the biggest thing for me. What was exciting about a new edition? Because I ultimately didn't know the rules well enough to any previous edition to like anticipate changes to the rules, but see the new artwork and how they present our favorite Bleak universe. But
now
that's not even here.
Agreed.
so it's I don't think I bought the rule book for the previous edition. One for that, whichever that is. I think I purchased that. If I remember correctly, the book I thought was actually pretty nice. It had a lot of stuff in it. Because, I don't know, thinking back to probably the most formative edition, Hammer 4000, were obviously the second edition where we did, and which had like different artwork and information about stuff. And the third edition of the game, which sort of tried to drastically streamline. And third edition was, I sort of recall being a much bleaker endeavor. Second edition, just really iconic black and white imagery on,
Hmm.
and I feel very much something you age through excited about what at and a lot of it maybe wasn't even honestly that clear what some of the stuff was, but like that was so yeah, I don't know. I would be yeah, I wonder if this looking at the box game, it has a little book that says core rules. That probably means largely just
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could see it.
Yeah.
Cheaper, easier.
wait, it does say it comes with a hardcover Armageddon. Oh wait, so it's a lore book. I mean that's might not. Yeah, so that hard 12 color portable 88 page rule. To me, it almost seems like that should have just been an inclusion that you didn't even or and then they
Yeah.
gave you a book that Games Workshop has asked. They had some are cool thought after the
Maybe they'll release something like that later. So this is unrelated to really any of this, but I was interested seeing this Warhammer community page and how awful it is like to navigate and just how kind of meaningless a lot of the articles are. Made me think about how Trench Crusade was now trying to do a similar thing called Trench Wire or whatnot. And I looked at it, and it honestly looks kind of similar to the Warhammer community page, but seems at least a little bit better. But in relationship to like, I think it was last week, maybe it's just I'll try to reload it. It's working better. I don't know.
I don't
Might
think
be fine.
they, but in terms of what was
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, well, but yeah, looking at the trench wire thing, the article about John was nice. With like actually like a sketch I don't think I had ever seen. Some nice photos. One, admittedly, is from Mordheim, 2019, which we were at, which was kind of fun. Um, and it also struck me looking at some of the articles there. A bunch of them at the bottom, it'll say like who wrote it, like have a picture of the person that kind of says who they are and a bit about them. Like, damn, it's just like Andy Chambers wrote something. Um, is it Tyler Mengel, like the Mengel miniatures
Uh,
guy, did like a painting thing, and it it just like yeah, a lot of GW adjacent or related stuff is just now they're just
pulling
working.
all the heavy hitters.
Yeah. I think we might have met Sammy there from
Yeah, we
at
did.
what is it called? Nova. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It just struck me as like, all of this. I mean, it's like a smaller scale thing, but like the fact that Tomas has written something, like it seems so much more personal, and like curated by people who are excited about what they're doing. Which, admittedly, I bet a bunch of the people writing Warhammer community articles are probably excited to be a part of
Yeah.
Warhammer in some way, but some of it, maybe it's unfair because I don't read that much of it anymore, but it just strikes me as like a lot of the posts are just not, there's as cliched and dumb as it is, like there's no heart there.
Well, I wouldn't even be surprised if, like, this is your job, you have 2 hours to
Yeah,
write this thing or something where it's like,
that's what
I
AI is for, Greg.
just
Is it $130 for this carcass front? Admittedly, that might not be dollars. I mean,
box game of them all. I don't. Cool image of that mall.
with a bunch of shit.
It has all these like kid sharks up. Like
yeah,
looks so cool.
yeah, it looks
Yeah.
really, yeah, yeah.
I mean, some aspects of it are similar, like it's kind of a similar axe and this and that, but like what makes it like such a striking, interesting illustration is like the absurdity of being strung up with all these sharks. Otherwise, like the model, which admittedly I think it's maybe one of the cooler models in the box, other than maybe it having a loincloth that um
And why not have a loincloth?
it's
No.
one of perhaps the cooler ones, but as it is, without like the shark aspect, it seems a bit generic, like just like it's like a
Big suit, dude.
oh yeah, big
Like a
suit
water suit.
diver, like
Yeah. Like
Bioshock.
I've
And,
seen better models from Deep Wars. Am I right?
hell yeah, that's a deep cut to our one of our first blog posts.
I mean, some of those Deep Wars models were cool. And I guess
Yeah,
looking more closely at this model, like he's pretty good, but maybe not super inspired.
yeah, I
It's
like it.
certainly,
I like it better than most of the models in this.
yeah, like I don't know the names of any of the anything in here, but the red guy with the triangle head, he, I don't, he doesn't look as cool
Yeah.
as he
Well,
should.
the anointed dude that doesn't have the sharks, I feel with the loincloth is fine to have, but I think it to me it looks a bit like it suffers from like the GW sculpting syndrome because they decided to put a loincloth there. They forgot how legs attach to a body.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's, I guess, why I dislike loincloths more than anything. It's just like, well, we put that loincloth in there. How do we attach the legs? Like, let's just bolt them in on the side. It's fine. No one will notice.
There's a lot. I feel like a lot. They're fun. They're not bad. A lot of them.
They kind of remind me of the the that sniper model that they released, like the blind sniper. I mean, maybe the same person sculpted it, but it's just like it's fine, but it also like various aspects of the the miniature, like the details seem sort of fat and chunky, which
They
admittedly
remind
maybe
me.
it has to be because they're trying to be closer to a true scale or in between heroic and true scale, and but I don't know.
A lot of those visual aspects remind me of the dreaded Warlock model, plastic.
Oh yes,
Like these,
honestly, I was trying to place where it was with like the cloth, the fat, thick looking cloth pieces and stuff. They do look like that.
these I would say are like way the quality way higher than the plastic Warlocks, but they still have a side to it.
Yeah.
They they're just not. A lot of the weapons and stuff too also kind of remind me of the Warlock, like really big, and they kind of have very close looking gun details. Not
Like they're
again.
trying to make them sort of look like a real gun, but then they're bigger, dumber, less like nonsensical, and kind of don't look like something
Like the
that could
one
ever
dude
truly exist.
looks a fair deal. Like I don't know, kind of like AK-47 thing, but yeah, every part of it's just a little too big. Like the magazine is huge. I mean, still better than I think a lot of like GW weapons in terms of bigness, but still a little big.
Yeah.
They're all okay, but they're not something to get excited. More or less, you saw some
I
of the
like this
artwork.
little.
The person chained to the bottom of the ocean. That's the demon.
Yeah, that's cool. And I also like there's I don't know, a little face bandaged priest with a sword and a shield and like a tube running into his